are being productive. Oh, wow. I like that. You are being productive. See, now, according to the Cambridge Dictionary, productive means having positive results. So basically, doing something that adds value to an entity or its environment. So by sitting in front of me and listening to a talk that may increase your knowledge on any topic, you are gaining positive results. Today, we are gathered here under the theme of metamorphosis. Metamorphosis is the change of a young caterpillar into a beautiful butterfly. Yet, unfortunately, we cannot say that human beings have undergone a metamorphosis when it comes to our productivity as a species. In fact, we have gone into the cocoon as a beautiful butterfly, yet re-emerged as a caterpillar, meaning that we have gone backwards as a society. So what do I mean? Well, you see, early humans had productive tendencies at all times. However, throughout human history, we as a species have gained less and less and less productive habits. So how, or more properly said, why? Well, together, we will delve into a journey through the evolutionary tapestry of human productivity. So let us start at the very beginning, the Paleolithic era. There is no specific time when humans actually came to be. In fact, scientists don't have a specific species that they agree on as the very first humans. For those of you in the audience who are defenders of the theory of evolution, we could state that the genus Homo is our closest relatives. And some of the first species of the Homo were seen during the Paleolithic era, also known as the Stone Age. See, during this time, which is also known as the Stone Age, as I just stated, early humans resided in caves and were hunter-gatherers. They made basic tools from stones and bones and learned to control fire. These early humans slept only for about 6 hours, meaning that the remaining 18 hours they were awake and either hunting or evading predators. Yet, of course, their lives weren't completely made up of these two elements. When they were not necessarily doing anything, they were creating works of art, moving their bodies, or practicing basic survival techniques through play. So, can you imagine these early humans when they were bored, or more properly said, had no tasks to complete? They were either exercising their bodies or using their mind in a creative manner, releasing neurochemicals such as dopamine, serotonin, and endorphins. So even when they were resting, they were being productive, because even their resting actions either provided them physical strength and agility, which of course is a positive result, or happiness chemicals released in their brains. So let's move even closer in time to about 3000 BC, also known as the Bronze Age. So what truly distincts this era is the discovery of bronze. And for those who do not know, bronze is an alloy of tin and copper. These discoveries formed the basis for new inventions that transformed human life, such as the ox-drawn plow, the wheel, and the potter's wheel. Architecture also reformed, meaning that people moved away from residing in caves and stick huts and instead started to live in stone houses, creating cities and villages. One of the biggest turning points of this era also had to be the creation of the first government, law, and warfare. So, similar to early humans, these beings spent their days working, and when allowed leisurely time, they would engage in sports, music, and social interactions. So once again, we can see that even during their leisurely time, these people were productive. Even when they were just sitting around and watching others at work, it was productive, since according to many studies, spending time outside and just watching your surroundings is a way to increase your focus and your productivity. So, for many centuries, humans' daily lives continued in the same fashion. Of course, their architecture, textile, culture, language, and professions changed, meaning that not everyone just spent their time farming. Yet, Despite these changes, people still spent their leisurely time in the same manner. See, whether the many hours they spent caused positive results in terms of food and money for their family, or the leisurely time that they spent caused positive results in terms of neurochemicals or physical strength and agility. So, when did we go wrong? When did we as humans move away from a state of constant productivity? When did humans turn rest into a form of unproductive behavior? See, everything started on September 7th, 1927, all because of a Mr. Philo Farnsworth. Now, of course, that's not actually completely accurate. However, September 7th, 1927 was when the first TV was successfully demonstrated. With time, the TV became a common household item. In fact, in 1949, the average American family spent 4.5 hours watching television. That's actually nothing compared to 2010, when the average American family spent an astounding 9 hours in front of the screen. Because the issue is, this isn't the TV's fault. If anything, it's ours as a species, as a society. See, we don't have to sit in front of the TV, yet we do. The first major study on the topic of TV rots our brains was performed in 2013 by a group of researchers at the Tohoku University of Japan. These researchers realized that the IQ of children from the ages of 5 to 18 decreased proportionally the more hours of television they watched. Now, you all may be sitting here saying that, well, this doesn't apply to me, because maybe you guys don't watch TV as much. Let's be honest, no one watches cable anymore. Yeah, if anything, our form of resting, our form of spending our leisurely time is even worse. Doom scrolling on our phones. So, spending time on our phones, blankly scrolling through social media, is a factor of depression, anxiety, self-centeredness, FOMO, and isolation. In fact, studies show that a higher level of TV consumption increase your odds of becoming a convicted felon or self-harming. Okay, so where am I going with this? I gave you all a load of information. Well, the facts show us that with time, humans have developed unproductive habits. And what can we do about this? Well, for starters, no one is telling you not to rest. The thing is, if you want to rest, you're more than welcome to, but don't do it looking at a screen. See, spend time outside, listen to music, try to be creative, move your body, talk with people, or just sit and watch your surroundings. By becoming more like our ancestors, we are actually reducing the levels of depression, anxiety, hatred, and violence that we see in our society, and instead increasing peace, happiness, and prosperity. Let us strive to be more productive so we can be happier, better versions of ourselves. Let us strive to engage in behaviors that add value to us as an entity or our environment. Let us be able to say that human beings are still productive today. Thank you so much.